How so many enslaved women ended up with mixed race children, and why it wasn't a love story. How did so many enslaved women end up with mixed race children? Author's note: before we begin, I want to share something personal. This was one of the hardest topics I've ever researched, and I'm not going to lie, it broke me more than once. You'll hear a little humor, not to downplay the pain, but because sometimes we need a little light to survive the dark. If this hits a nerve, I get it. I share it with care, love, and full respect for those whose pain built this country. This is Burden of History, and today we're unpacking the truth no matter how heavy. History isn't just what happened, it's who had the mic and who didn't. Welcome back to Burden of History, where we make the uncomfortable a little less unbearable. Today's topic, let's call it a very uncomfortable family reunion. Ever flipped through old family photos and thought, wait, Uncle Charles got green eyes, but we're from Georgia? Let's talk about how that happened. A system without boundaries. Enslaved women had fewer rights than a banned TikTok account. No say in who touched them, no ability to refuse, not even the luxury of a good side-eye. Meanwhile, some white enslavers acted like it was the Bachelor Plantation edition. But there were no roses, just rules made by them for them. No consent, no dignity, but plenty of children. The business of birth. Here's the cruel twist. Even if the father was the enslaver, the child was still enslaved. Why? Because of a law called partus sequitur ventrem, Latin for the child follows the womb. Translation: if the mother was enslaved, so was the baby, every time. It was reproduction by exploitation. Buy one, get one human, and nobody was checking receipts. Some men had multiple children across the plantation, never claimed a single one. And don't ask about child support, unless you mean supporting the institution of slavery. Secret families? Oh, they had generational plot twists before DNA tests were even invented. Let's not pretend it was love. Were there ongoing relationships? Yes, but let's not romanticize that. It wasn't forbidden love, it was coerced survival. Sally Hemings was 14 when Thomas Jefferson, America's third president, began a years-long sexual relationship with her. She bore him 6 children. He freed none of them in his lifetime and never freed her. Elizabeth Keckley, who later became Mary Todd Lincoln's dressmaker, was the child of her mother's enslaver. She grew up knowing her father never claimed her. She called it a sad inheritance. Harriet Jacobs, one of the few enslaved women to publish her story, was relentlessly pursued by her enslaver. To escape him, she had children with a white lawyer who promised to buy her freedom and never did. Even Frederick Douglass didn't know his father, but it was widely whispered to be a white man, possibly his enslaver. So no, it wasn't love. When someone controls your food, your body, and your future, that's not a relationship. That's ownership. Imagine being told, you belong to me, and so does your baby. And your baby's baby, yeah, they're mine too. This wasn't family planning, it was generational control. Generational echoes. Fast forward to now, many Black families have unexpected ancestry. European DNA pops up in results like an uninvited +1 to the cookout. And it's not always welcome. But it's real, and it's part of the legacy. A legacy built not on love, but on survival, silence, and strength. That green-eyed cousin, that DNA surprise, it might trace back to someone who never asked permission and never faced consequences. Closing. So yeah, that's why some of us look like we're part of the United Nations. It wasn't by choice, but it is truth. And we deserve to know it, name it, and heal from it. If this made you pause, laugh awkwardly, or whisper, "Who?" hit that like button, drop your thoughts below, and subscribe. Because Burden of History is here to uncover what they tried to bury.